Good afternoon. Today we're on Friday debate, and our subject is going to be abortion, which is a really complicated subject as a lot of people have different points of view. And today, the people who are joining us is Miguel Ángel Suárez, who is a teenager father, Orlando Garcia Ramírez, who is a prospective mother, Elida Barnaba, who is a United Nations lawyer, and Arnold Villegas, who is a doctor. I'm going to start talking about the pros and cons about the abortion and risks and everything. So the first question is going to be to Dr. Arnold.
Yes,
Dr. Arnold, do you know how risky it is for young girls to have an abortion?
it's it's a difficult process because the teenagers can be hurt. It's the matrix of the young teenager can be how it would say in a medical term. It will be in terms it will be bad. It wouldn't be good for the teenager because they are still growing and its body can get hurt by this difficult process. Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you. Next question is going to be to Elida Barnaba. Elida, I understand you're a United Nations lawyer, and I want to know, what do you think about abortion? I mean, you defend human rights, but where are the human rights of the misbirth children?
Um, I am pro-abortion because being able to delay and limit childbirth is fundamental to female empowerment and equality. And also, a 12 weeks embryo is not considered biological person, so the women who in the fact are a person, therefore human. So application of human rights for the woman precedes the kids.
Okay, thank you. Orlando, how does it feel from your perspective, sorry, as a prospective mother, to know that there are people, well, women out there who are going to abort?
Well, since I am trying to get pregnant, I think that abortion isn't something that should be practicing because since we are talking about conception, we're talking about a person and the fact of wanting to terminate with that person is equal to an assassination. That's my point of view. So I don't think that teenagers should have abortion because it also affects their lives and their uterus.
Okay, thank you. Miguel, what would you feel if your girlfriend who is pregnant decided to abort it?
Well, for me, it would be like a big release of responsibility because we're not an age of being fathers, and if we have the kid, we won't be able to maintain him and like to feed him, and so I think that if she decides to abort, I will agree with her.
Thank you. So, if this happens, you said you would rather continue with abortion instead of, well, as hearing all the things all the other people said, you will just keep thinking what you just said?
Yes, I think that the the abortion is something that everyone is free to do because if it's everyone body, so I think everyone is free to do what they want to.
Okay, thank you. Elida, if abortion was legal, who would have the authority to choose the baby that should live or not?
Of course, an expert medication that considered as primordial the life of the woman and the authority that makes valid the human rights law. Thank you.
Dr. Arnold,
Yes.
could you please tell us what things would it make it more dangerous for the abortion?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you well.
Yes. Could you please tell us what things or circumstances would make an abortion more difficult or more dangerous?
Ah, of course. As you know, many teenagers don't as they don't have the age to get a legal abort. So much of them decide to go with an how will say illegal doctor or a doctor that doesn't have the title or the studies to practice an abort. So this will be this will make a difficult circumstance to the teenager that will practice this process because as you know the doctors don't have the or that kind of doctors don't have the studies or the place that is necessary to do this process and that will make the process harder.
Okay, thank you. Miguel,
Yes.
weren't you thinking about abortion or the risk of your girlfriend or your baby when you were having relationships?
Could you please repeat the question?
Yes. Weren't you thinking about abortion or the risk it has for your girlfriend or in this case the baby you would have when you were having sexual relationships?
No, really, we weren't thinking about that because it's something that, like, you don't you don't think when you're in that moment. You're only thinking in that precise moment, so you're not thinking about the consequence that your acts may have.
Okay. Yolanda, why are you trying to get pregnant?
Just because I want to be a mother, it's just the desire of being a mother.
And what is like the how what would you give up to be a mother?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yes. What would you give up to be a mother?
Uh, I'm not sure, but I know that there are a lot of responsibilities. Mm, but I'm 35 years old, and I know that all the things that I do now, I won't be able to do with a baby.
Okay, so you're pro or against abortion?
I'm against abortion.
Thank you. Elida, um, who are going to control the abortions if these abortions were illegal?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. Who is going to control the abortion if abortion were illegal?
Uh, who is what?
Going to control the abortion.
Ah, as I mentioned later, a medic, a doctor that has a title, and also the human rights law.
Okay, so which are going to be the benefits of legalizing the abortion?
Uh, legalization, the legalization of abortion will improve the woman's legal empowerment and equality, and also will have to to development the poor countries.
Thank you. Dr. Arnold,
Yes.
are you pro or against abortion?
I am a pro in some ways. If the process of abortion is made by a a doctor with good studies and title, and I am against it if the teenagers don't take the responsibility to confront this, and that will be my opinion about this. I am neutral.
But even if it's a qualified doctor, there are some risks, aren't they?
Yes, they still without. I'm sorry. They still having some. They still the process is still difficult if it's made by a good doctor with title, but it's a part of everything. As you know, all in this life has consequences and difficulties to front. So I think it don't will be a problem.
Okay, thank you. Miguel Ángel, if you were the one carrying the baby, would you be pro or against abortion?
I think that I will be like if I have the support of my fathers and my my boyfriend, I will be against the abortion. But if there's any other circumstance that doesn't support you, I will be pro in the abortion.
Okay, thank you. Orlando, if you're against abortion, what other solution would you recommend?
Mm, another solution that I would recommend. Sorry.
Elida, if you were against abortion, what other solution would you recommend?
If I were against abortion, sorry,
Yes?
um, uh, I think the education is very important. Sexual education is what I mean. If women know what are they doing with uh, their body, they are going to act with in a responsibility. Sorry.
But sexual education would not make the difference in the case of a rape, would it?
In the case of what?
Of a rape?
Of course not. But that's the is because abortion is like two sides of a coin. Is the side of lack of education and is the side of um, of the violation of human rights. And violation and rape is a violation of human rights. And this is why I am um, I am pro-abortion because I defend human rights.
Thank you. Arnold, if you
Sorry to all the presents. I want to apologize, but it's just that this topic makes me feel angry and listening to some points of view, it makes me like it makes me it makes me noise and it makes me angry. But to answer the question made by the moderator, uh, I will give a solution by to the teen mothers by giving the baby in adoption.
okay, thank you. Arnold, if you were against abortion, what other solution would you give?
I, me as a doctor, I think that another solution will be to give the child in house adoption. I think it's another good solution or option to this. If the teenager are chill and to have the forces to give up to give him to another family that maybe wants it. I'm sorry, that maybe wants the child and wants to make a family.
Thank you. And to conclude, Miguel, if you were against abortion, what other solution would you do?
I think that one of the solutions would be giving a proper sexual education to the teenagers and teaching them the use of condoms and that kind of things. So when they have relationships, they don't get pregnant and they don't have to abort a baby.
Okay. Thank you very much to all of our guests today. The different opinions and points of view will make the difference. And that would be it for today's debate about abortion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
It was a pleasure.